Hello there. Welcome to C operator precedence lecture 4. I've just defined for this lecture a better understanding of precedence of operators. Two functions f1, f2, one that take two integers, other doesn't take any integer. One returns x plus y is the sum of x plus y, other returns 200. So before that, suppose if I have an expression like this, say I is equal to say 10 plus 20 plus 30. Okay. We know the order of evaluation from our earlier lecture is 10 plus 20 plus then 30. Suppose if I have something like this 40. Okay. Now which one gets evaluated first? We have seen that there are two parameters here, two sub expressions to be precise, and both have equal priority because both are looked at parameters 10 plus 20 and 30 plus 40. But technically, if you now look at, you may say, sir, first this is performed because left to right, and that is performed. Absolutely no problem. Okay, now if this is the same value of I that I pass, the value of I should be no issues. What will be the value of I? 10 plus 20, 30. 30 plus 70 is 100. Okay, alright. So this is 100. So since my output is x plus y, which is I and I, which is the output, that's why we got the output as 200. But are we sure that for this actually gets executed first and this executed next? We don't know. Let us see. Suppose if I have something like say I plus plus and I have something called I plus plus. So technically this is a post increment operator wherein the value of first I is incremented and then used for the prefix. For the postfix that we are using, it will be used and then incremented. When it is incremented is the question. Let us see how this behaves. Now I have I which is 0, so this should be 0 and then this should be 1 that is assigned to I, correct? It is incremented. After that it is incremented, which is 2, and that should be assigned to I. My I should be 4. Let us see how this will actually, my x and x plus y should be 4. Let us see how this works. Okay, we have to save this code. Okay, so it has given us 2. Now that is, it has given us 2 because the value of x and I is 1 and 1. So how did it actually happen? This is 0, this is 1, correct? Then it probably incremented to 2, the value of I should have been 2. But when did it actually increment? Did it increment after the assignment is done or before the assignment is done? We are not sure about it. So the evaluation of equal priority sub-expressions is not guaranteed, depends on the compiler. Whether this gets executed first or that gets executed first, it is very difficult to find out. Okay, so that's the first note. Second important thing is, suppose for example, if I have say I and I, right? Now our question is whether this value gets assigned to x and next y value is assigned to this one, or whether this value is assigned to first and that value is assigned to x. So with respect to this example, you may say what difference it makes, isn't it? It may not make any difference. All right, but suppose if I make the dependency now, suppose if I say I plus plus. Now, am I saying if I do the left to right, first the value of I should be what then? 0, which is the value of x. Then the value of I will go here. That should also be 0. Correct? And then I am incrementing. Isn't it? So my value of x and y should be 0 and 0. One aspect. Second, maybe if I am doing from right to left, maybe first it will do this, wherein the value of I is 0, so which will be assigned to y. And when it comes here, it increments the value of I to be 1, and the value of this I becomes 1, so the value of x should be 1. Let us see how it exactly works actually. Okay, now what I have said has actually worked, but this is with respect to this compiler. You may get funny results with respect to other compilers. So this is actually not guaranteed. Some of the book literature says that it is actually on the R value and then comes to, it actually is this, the expression here and then the expression here. Some of them say the expression here and then the expression here. According to me, I think it is the order of evaluation of parameters is not guaranteed. Okay, let us see one more example. For example, if it was doing that, then let me put I plus plus here. Now what should actually happen in this case? The value of I should have been what? If it was doing that, the value of I should have been 0, which is nothing but 0. The value of x should have been what? Again 0, and then it would have incremented. So that is what we want to look. We want to look at x and y to be 0. But let us see how it exactly behaves. I think it should behave as 1 and 0. Let us see. 0 and 1. See, that's the problem. Where is this 1 now? So now what it did, it actually used this first and then did this. Some of you may argue saying that no sir, this is a comma operator. So this, since it has higher precedence here, so it has done this first. What about this? I'll do plus plus now. When I do plus plus, what should technically happen? If I am doing from left to right, it should be I as 0, which is x as 0, and then it should come back and do the value of y as 1. Okay, so x should be 0, y as 1. Let us see. Or the other value could be y should be 0 and x is 1. Let us see what it actually, how it evaluates. See, x is 1 and y is 0. Now it has evaluated this fellow first. Isn't it? When I remove that, so this is the problem. So the order of evaluation is actually not guaranteed. But people will try with the trial and error method, then may conclude that maybe a GCC works this way, the Turbo C works this way, right? But according to me, the order of evaluation in terms of sub-expressions of equal priority, it does not guarantee the order of evaluation. For example, now suppose if I have two function calls, for example, I have f1, say 10, comma 20. I have one more f1, same f1, I have 10, comma 20. Which one is called first? Whether this f1 is called first, this f1 is called first, we don't know. Okay, so but f1 will be called, that is guaranteed. Okay, so we don't know whether which x1 actually is called, right? The final answer is 60, but which f1 is actually called? We have a problem. We need to really investigate. Then you may say, how does it actually matter? Suppose if I have let me do an I here, I plus plus and an I plus plus and an I plus plus and an I plus plus. So which gets evaluated first? Now if this fellow gets evaluated first, the value of x should be in the beginning should be what? 0 and 1. Correct? And the value of this should be what? 2, because it's got incremented, should be 2, and this should be 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3 should be the so first function call should be 0, 1, second function call should be 2, 3. But we are not sure, we're just trying guessing games. First one is 1, 0, and second one is 3, 2. It's actually ulta. Means actually it did this and then did this. It did this and did this. So it is not guaranteed. Alright. So when if I have to, which function gets called, it depends on the compiler. Are we very clear? Okay. Thank you very much. Hope you understood this video. Rest in the next video lectures. Thank you.